Hi, good morning. How are you doing? My name's Rachel. I'm one of the physiotherapists who works with the Shape Master team, and we're really enjoying bringing these videos out to you whilst you're all in your homes, waiting for things to settle down from the COVID crisis. I went for a short walk the other day, just in our locality. I've got two young children and a dog, so to get out for a little bit of fresh air was really good. And whilst I was out for this walk, I found that I walked into somebody's hedge. And the kids laughed and I laughed. I hadn't hurt myself, just a little scratch on my face. And it was funny. But as a physiotherapist, I always like to analyse if something's gone a bit wrong in terms of how I've moved, why that might be. And I think it's just because we're not out and about in the way that we normally would be. We're not in the shops, we're not in the parks, we're not negotiating doors and other people in the way that we normally would during everyday life. And I think possibly my eye coordination, my head coordination has slowed down a little bit. And this can happen very quickly. And I'm guessing that I'm not the only one who might be experiencing this. So today's exercises are very much about stimulating the head and the eyes and that system inside our ears, the balance system. The technical word for it is the vestibular system, so that those systems stay in tune with each other, and that as life returns to more normality and we're back out there negotiating other people and those obstacles in the environment around us, we feel confident to do that, that we don't feel unbalanced, we don't maybe feel dizzy once we're back out and getting back to normal. So a little bit different today, these exercises, but hopefully you'll find them useful. They can be done from any surface, so I would suggest that you sit down in a fairly comfortable chair. I'm sat on a stool this morning, but these exercises can be easily done from a dining chair or an armchair. It's up to you. We're going to concentrate on moving the head and moving the eyes. Let's start off with the head and neck. So sitting up nice and tall, just the tummy muscles lightly switched on, looking straight ahead, and we're just going to turn from side to side. And we're going to let our eyes follow the movement. So we're just turning the head and neck side to side. The shoulders are staying relatively relaxed, relatively still. We're going to repeat this approximately 10 times. Going towards the end of the range of movement that you have naturally, but not forcing into stiffness. Okay, one last repetition. And back to the middle. You may feel a little bit swimmy after doing that, so if you do, just sit still for a minute, take a few breaths, it will settle down. Okay, so for the next exercise, we're going to practice looking up and looking down. Looking up, looking down. And again, your eyes are following the direction of your head movement. So you'll be looking at the floor, looking up towards the ceiling. And again, just moving within a comfortable range of movement for you. I'm just going to do this a couple more times. And back to the middle. Hair's getting in the way. Okay, so the last main movement that we have at the neck is that movement of dropping the head to one side and then the other. So the shoulders are staying still and you're just trying to take your earlobe down towards the shoulder. Couple more. And again, most of us are fairly limited movement available in this direction. So just move within what's comfortable for you. Avoid twisting with the movement. Imagine that you've got a glass sheet in front of your face. And you're just keeping directly behind it. Okay. So you might feel that you've loosened off your neck and your head muscles there a little bit. And your eyes, up until this point, have been moving with your head. What we're going to do next is a bit different. So we're going to practice keeping the head still, but moving the eyes from side to side. Feels like a strange thing to do in front of a camera. Keeping head and neck and shoulders still. Just practice moving your eyes as far as you can to the right, and then over to the left, over to the right, over to the left. Try that about 10 times each direction. You again might feel a little bit swimmy or a little bit woozy as you do this. Your eyes might start to feel a bit dry. If the symptoms become unpleasant, then just blink and rest for a minute. But we're practicing that coordination of moving the eyes whilst keeping the head still. Okay, and then we can do that up and down as well. So you're looking up, looking down, but keeping your head still. This keeps all the little ocular muscles, those little muscles in the eye, which are very, very precise. It helps them to stay active, to stay tuned in. So the last thing we're going to do is practice moving the head whilst keeping the eyes fixed forward. So find a point in front of you, keep your eyes fixed on it. Move your head side to side. Okay, so gentle exercises this morning in terms of low impact on the body, but really important exercises for keeping those systems between our eyes, our neck muscles and our inner ear all active and all in tune with each other. And it will help us as we start to go back into more busy environments, getting around a more normal way of life again once the COVID-19 restrictions are lifted to some extent. Hopefully our return to that normal way of life will feel more comfortable for doing these exercises. Thank you for listening. Lovely to see you all today.